Inserting or updating information in an entity. In this course video you will learn how an external system can insert or update information into an entity by using the Bisagi SOA layer. To illustrate this we will use the following example. In the product request process, client information is stored in the associated entity called client. An external application within a bank needs to insert or update information for an individual client in a Bisagi process database. In this example, we will use a desktop application which was developed using Visual Studio.net. The Entity Manager SOA web service of Bisagi offers the Save Entity as String method to insert or update data stored in the client entity of the product request process. This method receives an XML in string format as a parameter. Bear in mind that Microsoft.net offers an XML document as a data type. Therefore, in this example, we will use the Save Entity method which receives this data type. The query is created in the home form of the desktop application within the Microsoft Visual Studio environment. The home form includes the components to call the Save Entity method of the Bisagi web service. To consume Bisagi's web services, we need to specify the web reference URL. Please ensure you have entered the correct address of the product request process. Bear in mind that, in this example, the process is published in the same server of the external system. Run the application in debug mode to get a better understanding of the method invocation. When the application launches, click the Save Entity button. A new window will open. Here we add the XML code to specify the data source entity. Be aware that Bisagi expects an XML document which stipulates the source entity and attributes with associated data to insert or update. Note, we can choose which attributes to include. In this example, we will insert a new record as well as update an existing record for the client entity. An update can be differentiated from an insertion because the update requires the explicit specification of a business key of the record to be updated. Therefore, include the business key parameter in the client tag. Click the Save Entity button to execute the query. The debugger displays the debug trace window. Notice that first the web reference to Bisagi is instantiated, and then the Save Entity method is called with the XML document as a parameter. The result from the web server's response is shown in a new window, where we can see the XML with the IDs or keys of the two altered records. Note, the response returns the records in the same order as presented in the query. Remember that the first entry was to insert a new record and the second to update an existing record. This tutorial shows how an external system can insert or update information into an entity by using the Bisagi SOA layer. Thank you for your interest in Bisagi, the solution preferred by BPM experts.